Then it's Josh Hart. Then it's OG Anunoby. And it's Towns in at the center, locking down the middle. And so it's the Knicks getting on the board first. Nembhard, the pass to Haliburton. Connects from three-point range.
Well, it's been early in his career, but Tyrese Haliburton has proven to be extremely dangerous from range.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, earlier I spoke with Rick Carlisle. Now, Coach said they need to take away Jalen Brunson's weapons and make him make plays, especially from outside. Coach said Brunson is a great distributor. He gets all of his teammates involved. We need to take away his weapons and make him shoot the three. We'll see if the defense can do that. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks. Brunson with a clean look. Bangs home the trifecta.
One of the things you love about Jalen Brunson, he takes quality shots. How about that look from three?
You know, Doris, there's a notion that big men can take a little longer to develop. What have you seen from Miles Turner?
That he's turned himself into a complete basketball player, Kevin, and think there were years because he was playing alongside another big that he was out of position. But he can shoot the basketball with range, he's got strength, and he's a tremendous shot blocker.
Bridges misses. Indiana's gone 1 or 2 from long range in the first quarter. Siakam misses.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Brunson the pass to Hart. That falls. Nice feed that time from Brunson.
That's all grit from Josh Hart. This guy will mix it up on the interior.
Haliburton for three. Hands it from downtown. Haliburton's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Pacers. Brunson with it, averaging 26 points a game, night in and night out, always a factor.
Boy, when these bigs like Karl Anthony Towns show off that power, you've got to love it.
Pass to Haliburton. Shoots over Brunson. Shot is good off the back rim and in. And it's 8 points for Tyrese Haliburton. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now, here's Hart. And he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game.
The vertical of OG Anunoby. Go ahead, sir. Finish with authority.
The Knicks making a switch here. Achiuwa's checked in. Haliburton against Brunson. Haliburton kicks to Siakam. Lets the three fly. Stolen by Brunson. And here we go. The fast break. Brunson's got it. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. And this group reaching a major milestone this season, notching their 50th win in their last game.
Hey, you love to ensure a winning season, and most NBA teams, even great ones, consider this a major accomplishment.
It's Hart on the wing. Bridges outside. Here's Brunson, and denied. He sends it right off the glass. Haliburton with it. Brunson picks him up. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Siakam passes to Nesmith. Haliburton for three. And the Pacers another three.
Well, they're getting a lot of their points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 baskets are from three-point range.
On the Pacers' doors last season, trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a 2-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
Towns with the bucket.
They are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Pacers leading by 4. Haliburton passes to Nesmith. Pulls up. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Siakam's got his second basket.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Pass to Hart. Back to Brunson. shot, high post. The Pacers pull it in. Turner's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
A nice shot by Halliburton.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Brunson. Last game we saw him score 32. Right wing, Towns kicks to Achua. Pass to Brunson. Over Siakam. And the rebound goes to the Pacers.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
And Nembhard has it in the corner. Halliburton for 3. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Indiana ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've done a lot of great work from long range. We'll get right back to the action when... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Pacers.
We've got a bunch of this game yet to be played, but they're shooting it well from the three-point line. That's got to be a welcome sight.
Yeah, and in addition, their ball movement has really unleashed their offense. Boy, they've been fun to watch.
Here are the 5 New York has to start here in the second. They've got Robinson. Bridges out there with Achua. Then there's Miles McBride. And it's Payne in at the point. Outside Robinson. Clock at 6. Here's Bridges. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Halliburton for 3. In it goes for the 8th time in 10 tries.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Robinson a screen on Mathurin. Robinson dishes to Bridges. Lets it go from deep. Walker with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Halliburton for 3. And Indiana, another 3.
This guy is cooking right now. He is leading them on the offensive end as they remain in front here.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. OG Anunoby's checked in for New York. While we have a moment here, let's see which teams have scored the most second-chance points since the All-Star break. Second, the Knicks.
And offensive rebounding, always a point of emphasis for this group, but for whatever reason, they've had particular success since the break, really just outworking their opponents on the glass.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Hands on Bennedict Mathurin.
What's amazing about OG Anunoby, this guy one of the best wing defenders in the league. You almost have to game plan for what he brings defensively.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And with each passing season, DB, OG Anunoby seems to keep getting more and more versatile.
You are exactly right, Kevin. What we know unequivocally is this is one of the best cross-positional defenders in the league. One of those guys that's truly capable of guarding 1 to 5. But his willingness to be a three-point threat and offensive rebound and put it on the deck is exactly what you're talking about.
Anunoby has the open look. No good from outside. For Indiana, they come into this one following a loss to New York.
Scoring efficiency was an issue in that one. Took them too many shots to get their points.
I think it was a lot of bad decisions leading to a lot of poor looks. Patience was not their best quality in that basketball game.
Here's Anunoby. Here's Robinson. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. And so it's Walker with it who brings it up for the Pacers. Victory eluded them last time in New York when they took on the Knicks.
And they'll want to show that they're a much better team than they demonstrated last time out against these guys. At the very least, avoid another blowout.
Well, so many of their problems stem from turnovers. They simply could not take care of the ball, and it cost them in that matchup.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Pacers obviously pushed the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go.
Oh, give it to him at the rim, OG Anunoby. That's power, athleticism, beautifully done. Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Lobbed up there for Robinson. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Guys, he's such a big target. On the alley-oop, throw it up. Mr. Robinson, the only one in the building who can catch it and finish.
Halliburton for good. Another from three.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got two guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Turner's checked in for Toppin. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Nesmith, he's checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Karl Anthony Towns checked in for New York. Jalen Brunson comes in for Mikal Bridges. Brunson with it, picked up by Turner. And the layup is good. Brunson's got 5 now. Rule adjustments, Doris, regarding the rip-through move. Do you think those have been effective?
Kevin, I certainly think we've taken a step in the right direction. We have got to give the defense more of a chance at this point, and the idea that you don't get shots on the rip-through is important.
Pass to Achua. Nembhard grabs the board. Pacers leading by 18. From deep. Connects again from distance.
He's now set the team record for most threes in a game. Unreal.
And a lot of it stems from his confidence. Even when he misses, he's sure, he's positive the next one's going to go in.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
Now, here's Nesmith. Defense is right there, and he's good on the 3-ball. Halliburton's got 42 in the game.
Simply one of the best shooting performances you are ever.
And a calm in the storm. These fans taking in the moment.
He has made it pour from outside en route to the most threes in a game in franchise history. A different look for New York. Josh Hart, he's checked in for Precious Achiuwa. And Mikal Bridges subbed in for Miles McBride. The baseline J. And there's Bridges on the assist by Anunoby. Bridges has got 4 points this quarter.
Well, with the high release point on Mikal Bridges' jumper, it's very hard to contest. Just a matter of being consistent now.
Knocks it loose. Halliburton with the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Halliburton's got it. And finished off by Halliburton.
Tyrese Halliburton has it cooking, guys. He's created good offensive momentum, and he's keeping his foot on the gas pedal.
Anunoby outside. Pass to Hart. Anunoby with the screen for Hart. New York moving the ball around. For 3, Bridges knocks down the 3-ball. Bridges has got 7.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Halliburton for 3. It's rebounded by Anunoby. An even 3-on-3 break. From deep, Brunson. That one doesn't drop. Halliburton outside. And again for three.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep.
And it's a four-way tie now. Himself.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
Hey everybody, it's halftime. Boy, it's been a rough go so far for the New York Knicks.
They know they don't have to keep shooting threes, right? When you're this cold, you just can't keep tossing up anything. It's freezing in here, Ernie.
Oh, I get it. He's cold. Ernie, you get it. I mean, I guess, yeah, it's pretty hard to win that way.
Good stuff, fellas. Okay, so now let's talk about that point guard matchup from the first half.
Uh-oh, there's a duel at the point guard position, really testing each other's ability to run things. Cerebral battle.
You see, in basketball, Ernie, point guard is like chess. The center play, well, it's a little simpler, like checkers.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Tyrese Halliburton has been sensational.
Yeah, he's been nothing short of a wall at the rim so far in this one, single-handedly providing great rim protection.
It connects again from distance.
And of course it falls for him. That three pushes him into the history books.
Well, he is now tied for the most threes in a game. This is a night we will never forget.
In all those great shooting performances from Klay Thompson, well, this night belongs right there with him.
To the wing right side, and he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
To the inside. It's stolen.
What outstanding defensive anticipation and a poor decision passing.
Back to Siakam. Pass to Nesmith. Halliburton for three. Good! Another from three.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful three.
A new single-game record, GA, in a night that everyone will remember for the rest of their lives.
And Klay Thompson's mark of 14 is bested. What a shooting display.
And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for the New York Knicks. Doris, the way this Knicks roster was put together, they have a great level of physicality.
Kevin, if you think about it, with the way the rules are starting to trend back toward that level of physicality, they've got an opportunity to be successful. They also have a big-time star in Jalen Brunson, so there's a lot to like about the future.
Here's a look at some of the stats for Jalen Brunson.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
Anunoby, good.
The jump shot just keeps improving from OG Anunoby. Amazing. You put in the time, you get into a nice rhythm.
A nice shot by Nesmith.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. OG Anunoby has become a great complementary offensive weapon. Coach Tom Thibodeau says he's got a really good feel for it. He's very unique in that sense. He knows how to read defenses and how to attack. Kevin, his acquisition has taken this team to another level at both ends of the court. Back to you.
Yeah, DA, it's been phenomenal. No question about that whatsoever. Thank you so much. And Brunson gets it to go.
And in the past few years, Brunson's percentages from the corner has been outstanding, well above league average.
Puts up a deep three. Unable to get that one. For New York, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Here's Halliburton. Accurate with the jumper from the elbow. Halliburton's got 55.
That's the thing about Tyrese Halliburton. This guy's going to keep you guessing. You want me to pull up and make that shot? No problem.
And Anunoby slams it in.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end. But right now, the other guys on his team have got
good. He hits again.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. Well, let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
You will have to finish harder than that if you want to convert in traffic.
Turner with it. Brunson picks him up. Halliburton for 3. And another one.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. Towns sets the pick for Brunson. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Halliburton inside the three-point line. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls.
I'll tell you, this guy is proving to be a problem for the defense. In this quarter, he has been special.
Pass to Hart. New York moving the ball around. Here's Anunoby. And again, it's the Knicks missing. On offense, here are the Pacers. They've outscored them 10 points to 2 during this run. Halliburton for 3. Good, that's another bucket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Now, here's Hart.
And what a moment it is for him and for this fan base, setting the scoring record for a game. He deserves to soak it all in.
So many great players have donned this jersey, but he's on top of them all. Benedict Mathurin, he's checked in for Aaron Nesmith. And a switcher also for New York. Achua's checked in. We've got 1:13 left in the third. Hart with the screen for Brunson. Goes back up. He lays it in. Brunson's got 10 points.
Yeah, don't let Brunson's size fool you. This guy operates consistently on the interior.
Here's Halliburton. And the rebound goes to the Knicks.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. But boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Brunson, and he uses the glass on the layup. 12 points for him.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Pass to Siakam. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Hart who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. And here's Brunson outside. Hits it from three-point range.
Well, this quarter has been all about this guy. He is trying to close the gap in the score.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Out to the right wing. And a miss there on the triple. Siakam outside. Pass to Mathurin. Halliburton outside. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong. Every coach preaches it. Nice work.
The 3. Welcome back, everyone, as we continue on a record-setting night.
And a three-point barrage, the likes of which we've never seen. This man is etching his name in the history books.
And here's Payne. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Towns is out there with Anunoby. Then there's Miles McBride. Then it's Robinson. And it's Payne at the point. And McConnell gets it to go.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
They get it back. Pass to Anunoby. Here's McBride. Buries it from three-point range. McBride's got his first 3 points of the game.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Shepard, that's good.
How many times have we seen a possession pick that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Robinson, nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Mitchell Robinson's field goal percentage is high, and the reason is these are the kinds of looks he creates.
Drops in the tray.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over, so you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Here's Anunoby, and there's the drive, and Anunoby slams it in.
Such a fantastic athlete. When OG Anunoby puts it on the deck, look out, folks.
McConnell passes to Mathurin. 16 feet away, and it's in there. McConnell's got 5 points now this quarter.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
Towns, no luck. The Pacers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Payne. Pass to Robinson. A slam dunk by Robinson.
Mitchell Robinson understands how to position himself and turn the lights out. Makes that easy.
Shepard, the pass to Toppin. Outside, Walker. Indiana moving the ball around. And McConnell gets it to go.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Here's Towns. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
He gets that one.
Well, it doesn't get much easier than that. Even a decent shooter is going to make that with no pressure.
Now Payne. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
Towns, a screen on McConnell. Payne can't hit. For Indiana, they've gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst. Here's McConnell. It's rebounded by Towns.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And when you think back to that Sabonis-Halliburton trade, Doris, it really worked out for both teams.
It's rare, Kevin, that you can talk about a, quote, win-win for both sides. Most trades are a little bit harder to evaluate because they involve more moving pieces. This was a straight-up one-to-one swap of young stars and positional fits for each side.
Bradley's checked in for Indiana. Then for the Knicks, Hart, he's checked in for Robinson. Bridges comes in for Miles McBride. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Payne.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Towns wide open. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. From downtown, the shot by McConnell, no good. And so Anunoby will bring it up for New York. From deep, Brunson, no good on that one. And for the Pacers, their shooting has been brilliant in this game, 67% from the floor.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Pacers.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And the strong effort here will convert into what will be their 50th win on the season.
And this victory will draw them even in the season series as it comes to a close.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Tyrese Haliburton.
No doubt he came to play tonight. This guy has been aggressive and effective.
Indiana making some changes. Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Tony Bradley. And it's Jackson in for Shepherd. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Bridges plays it up and banks it in.
Such a smart offensive player. Mikal Bridges assertive and focused when he gets this close.
Releases. And all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Saw the opportunity to put this away, and you could see the killer instinct take over.
And you want to save your best for last. Tonight, they've done that and then some. Oh, my goodness. How high did Mikal Bridges get to finish that?
A shot by McConnell, no good. On the wing, Anunoby. Defended by Mathurin.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Jackson kicks to McConnell. Mathurin passes to Jackson. Can't get it to fall. So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. And the outcome of this